I'm Alison Wonderland and you're watching the AU Review.
I'd like to ask you about your process of actually making the tracks. Where do you start when you sit down at your laptop? Where do you start?
I start with a beat. I've always been like that. Yeah, I start with a beat, and then I just like when I'm by myself, it's like a weird process because I feel like 8 hours can go by and you just like blink and you don't even know how you got to a certain place. And then usually I write the top line last.
Sure.
Yeah.
Playing shows is obviously a massive communal experience of a whole bunch of people, but electronic music actually is almost defined by the fact that it's often created very in a solitary manner.
Yeah.
Is it sometimes difficult to imagine how those sounds that you're creating in your bedroom are going to play out in front of 500 people?
I don't think about it. I think that performing and creating are two very different things. When I'm DJing, it's a very like selfless act. You know, you're giving all of yourself to a crowd. Like, hopefully that's what most performers do because, like, fuck the people that don't. If you're not like getting into it, who else will get into it? But yeah, so like I find it's quite exhausting because you are literally like so vulnerable up there and just like giving everything. Whereas when it's like a different type of vulnerability when you're like making music because you're in such like a selfish, you know, like slightly narcissistic state of mind where you're just like in your own head like so deeply that you know, like, yeah, it's just like I can't really compare the two. And yeah, I just feel like when I'm making music, I should never ever in the back of my head have how will it sound in front of 500 people. I just want it to be like, if that sound speaks to me at the time, I'm going to put it in. Like, I don't even think about it. Like, I'm just, my head's not there. Yeah. So.
Awesome. Well, you've just wrapped up the Warehouse tour. I was lucky enough to catch the Sydney show.
Oh. Did you hear my speech?
It was yes, I heard the speech at the end. Yes, it was absolutely insane.
My mum came up on stage.
Yeah, I saw that. It was great. What do you think's different about playing a Warehouse, and where did the idea come from actually in the first place?
Well, it came like 9 months before we even announced it. We started planning this, which is kind of weird. People think it's because of the lockout laws, but really it wasn't. It was just I wanted to give back to people that have always like come to my shows and you know, like kind of supported me, and I wanted to give them an experience, not just like play at another club show. And I wanted to do something special. I wanted it to be, you know, you get on a bus, you don't know where you're going, you go to this like crazy warehouse, like there's some amazingly talented artists playing who are Young Franco, whose shirt I'm repping right now, and Wave Racer. You know, I those guys are my peers, and yeah, it was cool to have them on tour. And yeah, I just wanted, like, I feel like a Warehouse party, there's like less judgment, you know, you're not there to be seen, you're not there to like be in a certain crowd, like there's like people from all walks of life there and they're just brought together, and I just feel like there's like a sense of camaraderie, you know, slightly similar to a house party. So yeah, and I think everyone gets real loose at warehouses, like I saw some real weird shit.
Yeah, what was the weirdest thing you saw?
Just like the beginning of the night, like a lot of people like just really, I don't really want to say anything.
Okay, we'll move on a bit. Your Warehouse and your live shows, I've noticed they contain a heavy amount of R&B music. Is there something about the R&B beat which works so well?
I don't know, I just like it.
You just like it?
Like if I'm not into something, I can't play it. So if it speaks to me, I'll like definitely go for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from, but yeah, it just like makes me want to like.
I particularly like the Genuine. Whenever Pony comes on, it's like, oh, this is good times.
That actually played in the cafe before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. FYI.
FYI.
We're in a cafe right now. Like, well, actually, you can probably see coffee. But yeah, they played Genuine Pony before, and it's like they knew. It's like they knew.
You were here.
Yeah.